Yeah, gut-wrenching loss tonight. No other way to describe it. I'm heart's broken for our players. It's a horrible feeling. I mean, that's the only way I can describe it. We've had a chance to win this league 6 years in a row. We're not going to have a chance to do that this year, and it's a gut punch, man. I hate it for our players. They fought their ass off tonight. They really did. It was guys laid it on the line. Guys playing hurt. A couple guys, had the flu. Probably shouldn't even have been out there. That just found a way. Had a ton of big plays on all sides. Came up one play away, and agonizingly close on that last drive. So it's so the guys in that locker room. There's kind of two sets of players in there right now. You got guys that have been through it, been with us, won championships. Won games like this, went on to win championships, and then you got guys that are in that locker room with us for the first time that haven't been a part of this ride and what it feels like. And I think for everybody, what this does is it makes you appreciate it. What this program's been able to do here over the last 7 years is pretty amazing. And it makes you appreciate how hard winning is, how hard winning championships are, how hard winning against good football teams on the road, how hard that is. And that was kind of the year of the Big 12, man. You look at it, it came down to the teams weren't able to, the best teams, you look at the top three teams, the home team won every single one of those games. And we had our chances. And so I give Oklahoma State credit. They played well. They're a good football team, very experienced football team. They did a nice job. It was a great fight. Like I said, one player away, could have went either direction. And I said, I'm heartbroken for our players, man. Those guys laid it on the line. They want it more than anybody. And proud of the way we fought. And it's just is what it is. So we'll take questions.
Start with Ryan Aber.
Probably off the top of my head, we had plenty of opportunities. I would say the penalties. It was probably the number one thing in the second half that hurt us. We had the penalties, and we had the crazy, kind of backwards pass that we ended up kicking out of bounds that ended up, way back. Those really, against a good defense like that, you got to play clean football. We played pretty clean football the first half. We didn't really have penalties. We didn't have too many negative yardage plays, and we gave ourselves opportunities to get in good position to make plays, and we did quite a bit in the first half. Second half, that was probably the biggest thing I saw. I don't know that there was a ton different defensively. I don't know there was a ton different offensively that we did. It was, we did not play as clean. And again, the penalties, we had the fumble, we had the backwards pass. Those were huge plays in the game, and a lot of them came as we were, we had drives going, or several of the penalties negated big plays. So, and then obviously the last drive there at the end, had our opportunities. I couldn't see replays. We didn't really have time to look at all that. But we had the ball down there in the end zone to West that he got tackled on. And then a couple down there to Hazelwood and to Mario that were really close. I couldn't tell quite how close, but disappointing to have the errors there in the second half, and against a good defense. It puts you in bad position and makes, obviously, they're a good defense. It's going to be, you've got to go play your butt off to play well against them. We did the first half, but we had too many unforced errors in the second half.
Jason Kersey.
This one's, this is a good football team. I thought we hung in there, man. It came down to one play. Fought our tail off. We had some moments where we had some surges. I thought, we didn't start off very strong defensively, but we really settled in and played pretty well the rest of the way. Special teams obviously had some big plays, but we had some huge errors. There was a lot of big plays kind of traded special teams wise. And then again, offensively, we played a really good first half. They played a very good second half. So I mean, I'll do all the end of season evaluations and all that after we play our last game tonight. Again, all three sides made a lot of big plays. All three sides are going to have some that they want back. All three sides fought their ass off. We came up one play short.
Jesse Crittenden.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there was a lot of huge plays. I mean, I thought the kickoff return was probably as big as any of them, just because I thought we were starting to settle in a little bit there, and I felt like we were playing there in the second half or in the second quarter that we had a chance to go in and separate it a little bit. So that was a huge play. Obviously, we made some big ones. Punt team was off the charts good. Yeah, and then obviously, Eric will want that one back, but that's obviously not what cost us the game. We had a lot of other opportunities to separate and put that one away. So that's we'll all own it. We knew we emphasized special teams coming in. There historically in this game has been a lot of very significant special teams plays, and there were tonight. Both teams were hurt by it, and both teams were aided by it.
John Hoover. John Hoover.
No, I think when we had that 9-point lead, I don't know how much time was left, but not working the clock was not one bit in my mind. Just trying to move the ball and have quality drives. So last couple drives, obviously, we kind of got in 2-minute mode, so that took it out of his hands. And then I think down there, maybe the one right before that's the one we threw the backwards pass that turns into whatever it was, second 30. So I mean, you get in some tougher scenarios to do it. When we put ourselves behind the chains, and some of those sometimes you lose the ability to be able to call every single thing you want. So again, I think it could I have given them the ball a few more times? Sure, but I think the bigger issue was the penalties and all that moved us backwards and put you in obviously a lot tougher spot.
Jenny Carlson.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's consolation, but yeah, I'll leave this game obviously disappointed that we didn't win and that we don't have a chance to play for a seventh championship in a row. I leave this game proud as heck of our team and my team for this fight. The way we fought, we did a lot of great things in this game. I mean, again, this year has taught you, man. Winning on the road, just look all across college football. It's not easy. It's so hard, especially against good teams, and that's what this league came down to. It's what a lot of these leagues, if you look across the country, have come down to. In the years past, when we've been able to do it, we've been able to go win those tough ones on the road. It just shows you how hard it is. And yeah, I mean, this game could have went either way. I mean, it literally, there were a few plays there, back and forth, and even right down there at the end, there were several that, whether it's a tough call or it's a play that was just, Caleb barely gets out, or I don't know how far Mario was out on the ball he caught. I mean, I could tell that's this game, though. I mean, that's just it. And to no fault of our fight or our will or our team's desire to win this game. So no, it's still stings. I don't know if it's consolation. Again, we expected to win the game.
James Hale.
Yeah, he fought his guts out, man. Like I said, that's good defense. And, I thought he did a lot of really good things. Gave us a lot of chances, made a lot of plays, made a lot of great throws. Yeah, the run at the end was awesome. I mean, he was he'll this last stretch will be a very valuable stretch for him going forward. Learned so much and not afraid of the moment and made a ton of big plays. So I'm proud of the way he played. I am. We'll always have some things leaving any game that you want back. But like a lot of our guys, he was a warrior in there tonight.
Brendan.
I could say that one more time. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean it's close, because you kind of know where you're at on the deal, and you want guys to be confident and make confident decisions back there. You got a punt that's hanging up there in the air. You got guys bearing down on you, and you got to make decisions. And so we typically like our guys if they start to get inside the 10 to get away from it, but at the same time you can't be indecisive. And so obviously wish that we wouldn't have, but we did and. We didn't catch it, so that's just unfortunate play.
Thanks.
Brandon Drum.
Yeah, in the first half, you guys had great success with the H-backs. Was there something that they did that make you all kind of veer away from that as far as maybe their coverage or how they, I guess, the game plan against you in the second half?
No, I don't think there was a whole lot different. Again, it's game's just over. I don't think there wasn't any new defense that came out or anything like that. We had some things dialed up for the guys. Braden got pretty nicked up, was pretty limited there in the second half, and had a few things dialed up for the guys. Hall made a couple plays, tried to get Stogg a couple of them too. They did a really good job making plays in the first half, and just like I said, it didn't quite time out, whether by penalty or just with the way that it flowed, didn't time out, but certainly there was certainly an effort to continue to try to get it to them because they obviously made a lot of plays for us, like you said in the first.
Yeah, on the defensive side, the offsides, were they doing something with their snap count that was drawn, or was it just maybe mental lapse?
Off the top of my head, I mean, I didn't see much as far as them drawing them off. I think our guys trying to be aggressive off the ball, and that's something we're so aggressive off the ball that and we can live with one of those here and there. We had too many tonight, but there's also a lot of them where we're jumping that count and we're in the backfield and just blowing up plays too. And so there's some risk reward with that, and we understand it. We can live with one here and there, but there were certainly too many tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Murdoch.
Lincoln, are you shocked that you've gotten this far without anybody asking you about rumors this week?
I'm just shocked.
I'm going to ask you about it, so I might as well. I mean, it's nonstop. I mean, it's every.
Hold up, Gary. I'm not going to be the next head coach at LSU. End of discussion. Next question.
Okay, can I ask you a follow-up then? Are you at a point where, I mean, you came into this job in one of the most stable environments in college football scene, Bob, Joe, and David Bourne. Are you at a point where you need to kind of know the future of the athletic department and what your place is in that, whether that's having that conversation with Joe about how long he's going to be here, or if there's going to be some kind of an athletic director in waiting that can kind of continue the culture that you're used to?
I have no concerns about our administration, our AD, our president. We've been through a lot together. This isn't our first rodeo together, so we always have conversations about the future, and certainly with all that's changing right now in the college landscape, all that's getting ready to change for us is at some point here we transition into a new conference. Those are always conversations that we're going to have, and we would be having those yearly, no matter what. All of us are trying to make this place better, make this program better, and so you don't do that without working together, conversing with each other. And so, of course, we're going to continue to do that. We work well together, and we're going to keep working well together.
So you're happy with everything that's going on behind the scenes with your leadership?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Looks like we got one more. Back to John Hoover.
Kind of a big picture question as well. Special teams coach, a dedicated special teams coach, would that have helped tonight? Having someone who tells guys not to back up to the 5-yard line to catch a punt?
No.
Just stuff like.
No.
Is that something that you would consider doing, is hiring a special teams coach?
No. No. I would not.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.